Today on the Fine Print Explained, we are talking about free trials. Not the useful kind where you try something and leave. The other kind. The one that starts at £0 and quietly waits to become a monthly payment. The page looks harmless at first. Big friendly button, free trial, cancel anytime. No commitment. It feels like you are not buying anything because the word free is doing most of the emotional work. Then the awkward part appears. Card details required, and that is the moment to slow down. Because a trial that needs your card is already setting up the payment that comes later. That is why trials work so well. They do not feel like spending money. They feel like postponing a decision. Your brain goes, fine, future me can deal with that. Future you then gets a small surprise. Day 8, day 15, next month, whenever the trial ends. The product did not suddenly become better. The small print just woke up. For a lot of people, the first clear explanation is not the sign-up page. It is the bank app, a notification with a name you barely recognize and a charge you were not expecting. This is not just people being careless. Consumer regulators and advice groups have spent years talking about auto-renewals, negative option subscriptions, free trials turning paid, and cancellation routes that are harder than sign-up. The important bit is rarely the big button. It is the thin, boring line underneath it. Trial length, renewal price, billing date, how to cancel. That little line is basically the whole deal. A very common trick is making today feel huge and tomorrow feel tiny. Today costs nothing. Next month costs money. If the page shouts about today and whispers about next month, pay attention to the whisper. And if the free trial needs shipping, handling, activation, or some tiny starter fee, slow down. Maybe it is legitimate, maybe it is not. But free should not need that many costumes. A fair trial is boringly clear. It tells you what happens, when it happens, what it costs, and how to leave. You should not need detective skills to understand a subscription. Watch for pre-ticked boxes too. Tiny boxes do big work. One tick can mean, yes, renew this later, yes, email me, yes, keep charging after the trial ends. The clock is the whole trap. You sign up while you are interested, then the charge arrives when you are busy with something else. Forgetting is not a character flaw, it is the business model. So if you do use a trial, set your own reminder immediately, not on the last day at midnight. Give yourself a day or two to cancel without rushing. Some subscriptions create a blame loop. The app tells you to cancel through the App Store. The App Store tells you to contact the app. Meanwhile, the payment keeps walking out the door. Then there is the cancellation maze. Signing up is one button. Canceling is login, account settings, billing, manage plan. Are you sure? Call support. That difference is the point. Some services do not just let you cancel, they try to keep you in the room. Pause instead, take a discount, downgrade. Are you sure? It turns a button into an argument. Small charges are dangerous because they do not feel worth the hassle. £7 here, £12 there. You leave it for later, and later quietly becomes 3 more payments. That is the subscription trick in one sentence. You stop using the thing, but the thing does not stop using your card. Promotional prices do the same job. First month for £1, then full price. The cheap bit gets you through the door. The normal price is what you actually need to judge. Auto-renewal is not automatically evil. It can be useful for things you genuinely want. The problem is when the renewal happens quietly, without you making a fresh decision. The advert you clicked may not be the whole story either. Some trial ads are made to get the click first and explain the cost later, usually after your card is already involved. Limited time pressure is another reason to slow down. If the offer needs you to hurry so badly that you cannot read the terms, that is not generosity, that is pressure. Before entering card details, search the company name with words like cancel, complaint, refund, or subscription. Reviews are not perfect, but patterns tell you a lot. The 3 useful checks are simple. What is the price after the trial? What date does it renew? Where exactly is the cancel button? If one of those is hidden, that is information. Do not wait until you want to leave to find the exit. Before you start the trial, look for cancellation in the account page. If you cannot find it now, you probably will not enjoy finding it later. Keep the sign-up email. It usually has the plan name, price, renewal date, and account details. Boring emails become useful when a charge continues. When you cancel, keep proof. Screenshot the final screen. Save the confirmation email. Write down the date. Do not rely on memory when the other side has your card details. One common mistake is deleting the app and thinking the subscription went with it. You removed the icon from your phone. You did not necessarily remove the payment. If you cancelled and the company keeps charging, contact the company, then speak to your bank or card provider. You may be able to dispute payments or stop future ones. Forgetting a free trial does not make someone stupid. It makes them normal. People are busy, tired, skint, distracted, and already buried under admin. Real life has rent, food, travel, work, uni, messages, bills, birthdays, passwords, forms, and 100 tiny things. Of course, one renewal date disappears in that pile. Shame helps the charge keep going. People feel silly over a small subscription, so they leave it. But small charges are exactly how this becomes real money. Before signing up, check the price after the trial, the renewal date, and the cancellation route. If the page makes those hard to find, that is your answer. After signing up, set a reminder, save the confirmation email, and check your bank app after the trial date. Do not outsource your memory to the company that gets paid if you forget. After cancelling, check for confirmation and watch the next statement. Cancellation is not finished when the website says goodbye. It is finished when the charges stop. If you are charged after cancelling, move quickly. Save proof, contact the company, and if they will not sort it, ask your bank or card provider about disputing it. This is not about pretending every subscription is bad. Some are useful. The problem is the unclear ones, where starting is easy, leaving is hard, and the real price hides at the bottom. A fair trial can survive you reading the terms. A dodgy one needs you to be rushed, distracted, embarrassed, or too tired to chase a small charge. So here is the test. Free trial, card required, hidden renewal price, hard cancellation, monthly charge waiting in the background. That is not really free. That is delayed payment. That is the free trial trap. Thanks for watching. If this helped, liking, subscribing, or sharing it genuinely helps the channel reach people before the small print catches them. Leave a comment with the boring trap you want covered next. Phone contracts, delivery app fees, student loans, app subscriptions, whatever keeps quietly taking money. Until then, read the bit they made small.